7. So I've made my own little whiteboard in my house. Ta-da! And it's to go through some maths with you, because surely you're bored of watching videos by random people. So, before Easter we were looking at fractions, and I just want to quickly remind you about them all, and then we've got a few questions to do. So, in order to add and subtract, you need a common denominator. I'll just write common D. Okay, common denominator. In order to multiply, you times the tops and times the bottoms. We can do that. And in order to divide, you keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. Yeah? So keep the first fraction, change the sign to a times, and flip the last one over. This is known as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay? So you've got a few questions here. You might want to do these first, and then pause it and go over the answers, which I'm going to do now, and then try those ones. So you might want to do it in two halves, or you might want to try them all if you think you're confident enough, and then mark them all. Okay? You set 2 assignments, one for your class and one for your homework. You're not expected to submit any classwork. I'm going to trust that you've done it, and obviously you'll need to do it in order to do your homework. Okay, so the most important thing to know is that your homework is the one you need to submit on time, but your classwork, you're just doing that, and hopefully you should be able to find it. But if you've got any questions or want me to go over anything, then the video is here, so I can make new videos specifically for your questions. Cool. Right, so pause now if you want to do questions, and I'm going to run through the answers. So in order to get, let's do it in a different colour. Common denominator, I'm going to use 15, because I've gone 3 times 5. Then what have I times by that? I've times it by 5, so let's times the top by 5, times that by 3, so let's times the top by 3, so I get 22 over, don't put 30, it's 10 fifteenths and 12 fifteenths, 22 fifteenths. Ta-da! Give yourself a tick. 2/3 times 4/5, nice and easy. 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 5 is 15. Can we simplify? No. I could have put that as a mixed number as well, forgot to say. So that would have been 1 and 7 fifteenths. Either is fine. Right, 2/3 minus 4/5. Let's have a look. So I'm going to put a common denominator of 15 again. Oh, why have I done that so big? I've times by 5 there, so I'm going to times by 5 there. I've times by 3 there, so I'm going to times by 3 there. And be careful, 10 fifteenths minus 12 fifteenths gives us minus 2 fifteenths. Okay, so it's negative. So if you just put 2 fifteenths, that's wrong. Think about your negative numbers. Right, keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. Yeah, that's the action. And then times the tops, times the bottoms, and you can simplify that one to 5/6. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, harder ones, you've got mixed numbers. Now, I'd say always convert to improper fractions first, because improper fractions, if you just do that, then you're not going to go wrong with your timesing and dividing. I know that you can add the 1 and the 2, but you're better off doing it this way, okay? So times them together and then add the top, so you get 5 over 2, times them together, add the top, 9 over 7. Now we need a common denominator. I'm going to use 14. I've times that by 7, so I need to times this by 7. I've times this by 2, so I need to times this by 2. Ooh, come on, Miss Hasty, you can do this. 37 add 18. 47, 55. I'm scared now. 50, 40, 55. And then you can convert it to a mixed number if you want to, but I can't be bothered. Right, convert this one into a mixed, an improper fraction. 3 times 3 is 9, add your 2 is 11 over 3, divided by 7. So keep, change. Now we flip 7 over. 7 is a whole one, so that's technically 7 over 1. So it becomes a seventh. And the seventh is known as the reciprocal of 7. It's a bit of a weird word, but they're useful to mathematicians, not really to anyone else. So you've got 11 over 21. And the final one, 8 times 4 is 32, add 1 is 33. We're going to multiply 2 and 5 is 10, add a 1. I'm going to get my calculator. Here it is. 33. Well done if you did this in your head, you're better than me. 3, 6, 3. 8 times 5 is 40. Does it simplify? Probably. I'm not going to. Okay. No, I don't think it does. There we go. And I'll set you some questions just as a mix on this. And just try your best. And if you've got any questions, you know where I'm at.